This electric nail file has the highest speed I've ever seen, 50,000 rotations per minute. I'm super excited to try it. I'm going to run a few tests as usual. I will try it with nail extensions, and I will also ask my colleague Anna Fox, who is a pedicure specialist, to try it on toes and do pedicure. And this is how we will figure out if it's actually suitable for all these services. Hello guys, this is Anastasia. Let's start with unpacking. The box looks really good. I like this hollow logo of the Saviland e-file on top, and it says that it's tailored for quick acrylic removal. And acrylic, I would say, is the hardest product to file. Here you have a little manual. If you are only starting to use electric nail files, I strongly recommend you to carefully read it before using. I'm so glad that I have purple metallic e-file now, because lately I really enjoy purple color. If you're following me on Instagram, you definitely noticed it. The handpiece looks so good and it's not too heavy. This is the unit and it's so small and compact. When Saviland first sent me the information about this new product, I really expected something big and huge, because 50k RPMs is quite a speed, right? But it's still small, compact and rechargeable drill. 2 ceramic bits are included in the kit, and take a look at this. Diamond drill bit set with the purple sandbands. Even though I don't really use them, I still think that it's so cute. Another set of bits that's included in the kit, and this is the USB cord. You're going to use it to charge it. It takes about 5 hours to fully charge it, and then you have 12 hours of work before you need to recharge it again. So usually that's enough for the entire workday. That's not everything. Here at the bottom we have a bag of additional sandbands, files that are purple too, and this cute soft brush to remove the dust. And it's purple too. Alright, let's do the test drive. I was so lucky to get a model on this day with the enormous amount of product on her nails. Usually I'm not really happy about it because that's a lot of work, but now for a test drive, that's exactly what we need, guys. For product removal, I usually use the highest speed, and since now we have extremely thick gel nails, I'm working at 45,000 rotations per minute, almost at the top. Oh my goodness, these nails are so thick. Looks like electric nail file is working good. However, this ceramic drill bit with red abrasive mark is obviously not strong enough for this amount of product. It would be suitable for gel polish removal or for any kind of removal of a thin product. So whenever product removal is taking you too long, maybe the drill bit you are using is simply not strong enough for the product you are filing off, or maybe you're working at extremely low speed. In this case, it is also going to take you almost twice longer. As we get closer to the natural nail bed, we definitely need to slow down and work at about 15 to 20 RPMs. Then I switch to the carbide bead with green abrasive mark, and this is entirely different story. It's slicing it like a knife through the butter. Product removal test is definitely passed, and this e-file is suitable for product removal of any kind, whether it's gel, polygel or acrylic. And also I like that it's not too noisy. At first I was a bit scared to work at any speed that is higher than 40 RPMs, but it actually feels okay. Let me show you some other cool features. This holder can be installed at any side, so it's suitable both for right and left-handed nail technicians. This is how we connect the handpiece, plug it into the unit, and on this side into the handpiece. If you want to switch between forward and reverse, the button is on the side. And on the top you will see on and off switch. If you want to turn it on, you need to click on it and hold for a little while. P means that it is in the pause mode, and you can also see the level of the battery and whether it's forward or reverse. Then you click on. A short click means that it's on now, and we can switch the speed. Depending on the speed, you will see a different color of lightning. For example, if it's above 41, it turns to red. When you need to switch to reverse, you don't need to stop it. Simply click reverse, it will automatically stop it for you and rotate in the opposite direction. Once the speed is between 31 and 40, it turns into pink. Let's do some dry pedicure now. This is the client for today. First, we're going to push back the cuticles with orange wood stick. Then we proceed to the first step of dry pedicure, which requires 25,000 rotations per minute and forward mode cleaning of the cuticle. This is a diamond flame-shaped bead with red abrasive mark. Please keep in mind that every time I'm mentioning the speed I'm using or Anna is using right now, this is simply optional because it really depends on the client, on the product you're working on, and most importantly on your experience and technique. Anna is doing pedicure for many years now and she's usually using pretty high speed. If you're just getting started, it is recommended to use a slightly lower speeds. I was really curious to hear her thoughts about the e-file. I intentionally didn't tell her anything about it, except that it has 50k RPMs, and it was her first experience using a small portable e-file. She said that she loves the idea that it's small and portable because you can easily connect it to your belt, which is especially important when doing pedicure. And also sometimes she does mobile services, and for this kind of services it's really great because you don't need to carry any kind of heavy equipment with you. After cleaning one side, we switch to reverse mode using the same speed we clean the opposite side. Do not forget to clean the dust from time to time so you will be able to see what you are doing. Now it's time to push up the cuticles, and to do that we need to use a different speed, 39,000 rotations per minute. This part is very important, and at first I thought, well, it looks very similar to manicure, right? I mean, the sequence is almost the same. But then I realized that no, it's actually quite different because there are a few steps that we don't really do in manicure because we don't really need to clean that much skin. Besides cuticle area, normally during the pedicure you need to clean corners and sidewalls, and we're going to use the same drill bit and the same speed. As a regular pedicure client, I can definitely tell that this part feels like heaven when all the sidewalls gets clean. Your feet, they feel so light after the service. Unlike manicure or even nail extensions, pedicure service is a very intense service, which means you are doing a lot using e-file, and we were really glad to see that the handpiece was not heated at all after the service. Now we need to switch it to 16 RPMs, rather low speed, forward mode to trim the cuticles. This is diamond sphere-shaped bead with red abrasive mark. We will use it to trim the cuticles that we previously pushed up. Since this client does not have much skin, red abrasive would be enough. But for different clients with more dry skin, sometimes we're going to use harsh abrasives such as blue or even green. This dry pedicure takes a lot of practice, so please keep in mind that it is done by a professional, and if you are trying it for the first time at this point, you can switch to nippers or scissors, which will work. Next step is very important for long-lasting results. We are going to switch to the buffing bead and use a special pedicure baby powder, which absorbs some extra moisture. It will help the drill bit to run through the skin smoothly and to prevent any kind of overheating. At this point, we need to switch to even lower speed, which is only 8,000 RPMs reverse mode. And we're going to buff the skin using this buffing bit. It prevents all these little hangnails if there are little parts of the skin that were not previously cleaned, and also it makes the skin silky smooth. Sometimes Anna calls this part pedicure Photoshop because after buffing the skin and you look through it through macro lens when taking the final photos, they really look like they're photoshopped. She just cleaned the right side of the skin, and then we switch to forward mode, the same speed, 8,000 RPMs, and we are working on the opposite side and along the sidewalls. Pedicure test drive is passed too, so you can definitely use this e-file for pedicures. And finally, we're going to file and shape our toenails using 180 grit file. We're not going to do any kind of enhancement during the cold season. Most clients usually just do pedicure without any color, so we do not need to prep our toenails for the product. We simply need to file and shape them. Make sure that you do not have any sharp corners left to prevent any traumas and ingrown toenails. And finally, we're going to clean the dust using lint-free wipe. You can use alcohol or special sanitizing pedicure spray to do that. For some reason, I find this part extremely satisfying. So she's using orange wood stick with this lint-free wipe, and after that they look so clean. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The link to the e-file will be in my description box as usual. Thank you so much for watching. If you're first time here on my channel, consider subscribing, as I post tutorials and product reviews just like this one every week. See you in my next one. Bye!